What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the DJ Booth with Joe Bunn and my man Brian B. We are the private event DJ podcast for the world.
Yeah.
We're huge in Finland, by the way.
We are. It's pretty funny. Your SEO is really killing it.
Bro, I learned a lot at that podcast convention. We're huge in Finland for some reason. What the fuck?
It is so random, and we jump like 20 spots in one episode. I don't know how that's possible.
Huge stars. We go to Finland, and it's like the Jonas Brothers over there or something. Get mobbed.
So good, man.
Anyway, what's up?
Well, I do want to call back to a previous episode
What
for
happened?
you. So I told you about the fan, the little handheld fan.
Yeah, I love the handheld fan.
Are you using it?
Hell yeah, I use it. And in fact, I gave it like a few days after that.
Yeah.
This would have been in July or August, I think, when you gave it to me. I had it outside. We were doing a ceremony, and it was stupid hot.
Yeah.
And I look over, and I see a friend of mine, a girlfriend of mine, that we've known each other for 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
And dude, I'm not kidding. She's a guest. Sorry.
Okay.
And she is sweating. Her makeup is running off her face. And I literally just went over there and handed it to her because she was doing worse than I was.
That's a win.
And she was like, "You're my hero."
Yeah.
She was like, "What is
What's your
this thing?"
Venmo?
Yeah. But I did get it back. Don't worry. Yes.
Yeah.
But the handheld fan now rides inside the van.
Okay. So they make one. I don't know if I gave you the one that has premium AC pushing out of it.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. 'Cause I gave you two, I think.
I don't think so.
No, I think you showed me though.
Okay.
One.
There's one that has premium AC.
Yeah, right.
Not just blowing air.
Right.
So I bring that with me.
Yeah.
And I put it on my ceremony rig when I'm outside. And I sent you this picture, so we'll put it on the screen. This is me putting it on the ledge of the speaker. So as I'm operating it, it's just hitting me in the face while I'm operating.
I thought you were using it to cool the rig down.
No, it's going at my face when I'm standing over there by that iPad.
Oh my God, dude, that is so genius.
Game changer.
But it could be used.
It could use to cool it down
the iPad down.
Yeah, it could do that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Because the only thing I ever worry about, and he and I walked outside the other day, and I was like, I'm not setting this up right now. The speaker, I think, would have been fine.
Right.
That iPad, we were in the sun, and I'm like, dude, we ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
I could already feel the back of it getting hot.
But didn't you have like the umbrella?
Yeah, we've used that, but I mean, still, it's like when it's 90-some degrees,
Yeah.
that iPad's hot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
That fan could be good for that too. But I love that rig you did.
Right? Dude, and I use that speaker is great. That was before the Evolve, or not the Evolve.
I remember that thing. What
It's a Roland.
Yeah.
Roland BA330.
Yeah.
It's solid until I'm going to ride or die it. Like I said last episode, until it dies, I'm keeping it.
Absolutely, dude.
So, but not all gear purchases are created equal, is what I found in these gear finds.
Boy.
So I thought it would be funny to show you a couple of my worst purchases that I haven't returned yet, but that are going to go back to the bin. So the first one is
this Gear Corner, or
yeah,
do we?
No, we're gonna call this gear stinkers.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're gonna have to make a new one, make a new clip it up. But this is, I love a scalp massage.
Yeah, you do. You love any kind of massage.
but
Any massage.
But scalp was like, oh, it'd be premium. So I got targeted with this like robotic thing.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, you try it out since you got the
Bald
dome. Not good. Not good. I just didn't get it. I don't get it. This was like, first of all, you look like a clown. Second of all, it didn't really work.
Wow, it hurts like shit. It hurts so bad.
I'm like,
Your forehead is just.
What is going on?
I just was like, that's
It's
a
not even
fail.
on your scalp. It's like
Yeah, it's just.
It's pulsating just like on those little beads.
Oh God, it hurts your forehead bad.
Fail, complete fail. So if
Was
you
it
see this,
Amazon?
Amazon, do not get.
Don't get that.
This is a return.
Ouch.
Second one, I was going on 2 international trips,
Okay.
and I did an overnight I did the AG DJ Summit. I didn't really talk about that yet, but did the Arizona DJ Summit.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about that, and we need to talk about that other wedding conference you went to in Mexico.
Yeah, both of the Mexico one I was going to talk about for sure. So anyway, I did the overnight. I flew in because the AZ DJ Summit, which is amazing. If you're in Arizona and you're a DJ, you need to go to this. It's free.
It's free, and it's one.
One
it's
night.
not even one day.
Yeah, it's like half a day.
Yeah, it's like 2 to midnight or something.
Right. So since I wasn't going on till like 6 o'clock at night, I was like, I'm gonna save some nuggets and not get a hotel. I'm gonna fly in day of.
Wow.
So I fly in day of, get in around noon, go get myself some tacos, and then head over to the thing, speak at 6:30. I'm done by 7:30. I'm on the 11:59 home.
Wow.
Same day on the red eye. However, that's a long ways, and my butt was starting to hurt on those seats. And I'm in premium. I'm in
You're
first
in the
class.
good shit. Yeah, yeah.
Not lay flat, but
Right.
it was in there. I'm like, man, and I got 2 international trips coming up. I need to do something about this. This isn't going to last if I don't get upgraded.
Right.
So I get targeted for this premium seat like cushion.
Okay.
And
4 planes.
Yeah, 4 planes.
Okay.
Comes in this little bag like this.
I love a
right?
satchel.
I love this. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is great.
Sonder.
So my thought was, because they didn't explain this, they don't show you how it actually works. It was just kind of like, this is the seat. It is. I thought it just expanded. Like you pull it out, it's like a balloon, just kind of comes out. But I was also thinking like, how is it gonna retract? But I figured it would be like a button you'd push.
Yeah.
Nah. This is the cushion that you put on your seat. It actually has an inflate one that you actually have to inflate it so it doesn't
With your mouth?
No, with your foot.
Oh.
So I'm like, I can't see myself getting on the plane, hitting a little thing like for 30 times because it took forever for it to get inflated.
Like a bike bump.
Then it deflates on the other side, and you got to do the same thing on the deflate.
No, it doesn't just have a release valve.
No. So check it out. I mean, first of all,
What did it?
sit on it and see if you think it makes any difference. I didn't think it was that great. I was like, this is totally got scammed on this deal. I actually called them out.
You what?
I called them out. I called them out on the socials, which I rarely do. But I felt like this thing should have been premium, and it was not.
I think for like
How much was it? Do you remember?
Like $30. It wasn't crazy, but that's probably why.
I mean, it's gonna be tough
for something like that, it has to have actual
right. It should just
Actual what?
like something inside of it, not air. You know what I mean?
Oh
Because
no, this
that's
isn't
not-
even better.
I didn't even think so either. I'm like, this actually
gotta have-
hurts. It doesn't
yeah.
feel great.
you gotta have actual cushion in it.
It's not good.
And then
It's not good.
I was like, okay, so how do I get this thing back in here?
Oh yeah.
You gotta step on it. I'm like, what am I gonna do? The last 10 minutes of the flight just be like this the whole time?
With his foot jumping up and down, people are
I'm
gonna
like,
be like,
how is there not a deflator like tube that you would just like pull out? Makes no sense. Why would they even have that as an option to deflate that way? I'm not doing that either.
This is crazy.
Right?
This is
Terrible
so
design.
horribly designed.
Horrible.
And people wonder, like, there were people like, why didn't you ever put out that gig desk from last August? I'm like, because you have to do so much R&D
Right.
to put out something good.
Right.
Like they I mean, like, I get the concept. I get people would want to buy this, but it's so poorly designed.
Poor design.
I would rather blow it up with my mouth. I'm being dead serious,
Yeah.
like a raft.
Yeah.
And then if you could just hit the release
Right.
and then
That's
squeeze
probably
it.
the worst part about it is the deflating. Not the inflating, it's the deflating. I don't mind sitting there just doing a little foot tap.
I can't even get it really to deflate.
I couldn't either.
You ain't getting it back in that satchel.
No, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't. I'm like, I have to send this back. That's a piece
Fuck
of
that.
garbage.
That's garbage.
Sorry,
that.
Sonder,
Yeah,
but that's
Sonder
a
ain't
no-go.
it. That's a
No go.
Gear stinkers. Gear stinkers. That's
Awful.
that's the stinger. Love
Conference.
your hat, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
the merch.
Patreon.com/Beyond the DJ Booth.
Podcast.
There we go.
I think it's patreon.com/Beyond the DJ Booth podcast.
Oh, does it
I
say
think you have
that?
to add the word on.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, booth heads, we made a move and it's a bold one.
We officially launched a Patreon. We've got 2 tiers, one for $5.99 and one for $19.99. Basically the cost of a coffee or a cocktail, depending upon how you roll.
Listen, this isn't some support us or we disappear kind of thing. You actually get some things that are useful that we think that you're going to need to run your DJ business.
Like early access to batched episodes, bonus episode that we couldn't post publicly maybe, and our weekly top 10 banger list, songs that absolutely crushed at our events this week.
You know, the stuff that you really want to steal from us anyway.
But if you want to go deeper, jump into the booth back room at $19.99 a month.
That's where the extra love lives. Monthly prize drawings like headphones, merch, coaching calls. We've got Serato exports of our history, discounts on exclusive merch, and record pool hookups.
Backroom members aren't just listening, they're actually shaping what this podcast is going to become and probably making your DJ sets better in the process.
So stop texting us asking, what remix was that? And get in the booth for real.
Patreon.com/Beyond Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. Choose a tier, grab your spot, and let's keep building.
Booth heads, you know where to go.
Okay.
Hey, Joe, you wearing a new shirt right now?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on? What's
That's
going on
another
right
piece
there?
of the merch.
Little Grateful Dead inspired merch there. Yeah.
That's so you.
Shout out my guy Raymond for designing that for us.
I love the roses in the head.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's nice.
He's podcasting. Little skeleton action. Booth heads instead of dead heads. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So similar to your story that you shared a couple episodes ago about getting hosed by immigration.
Off the record, let me talk my sugar, honey, iced tea. They throwing shade while I'm sipping on this iced tea. Don't care if you hate or like me. You know why? Cause that's just how life be. Off the record, off the record, off the record, off the record. Say it with your chest, got a microphone, check it. Hey, I'm gonna say what I want to say. It's my time to rant and rave, get out the way.
So I'm not scheduled to play at this show, at this conference. I'm just going as an attendee. I was originally scheduled to play that, and then something happened. It didn't work out. So they said, come and just
What's it
hang out.
called again? I'm sorry.
It's called the Entrusted Company Conference.
You think I should go next year?
I think you should. It's
Really?
good. It was that good. I thought
You
it
know
was
where
great.
it is next year?
Yeah, it's actually in February
Okay.
in Napa at the Solage.
Would I like that?
I think you would.
I'm
Bring
not
Ashley.
a wine guy.
Bring Ashley. She'll enjoy it. I might
Yeah.
bring Tara.
Okay.
So anyway, I wanted to practice some things. So I'm like, I'm gonna have a lot of downtime. They had what they called rest periods, which was at the end of the day,
I don't hate
3 hours, do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
that. Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna bring this little controller with me. Maybe there's a chance for me to play, but this is really for me to work on some sets and different things.
Mhm.
So I bring the little controller. This is the one that I take
Dude.
with me.
Yeah.
I love it. I took it to Peru. This is what I played on in Peru.
Right.
No problems. Never got stopped by immigration, nothing.
What was it in? A backpack?
It was in a carry-on bag.
Oh,
Carry-on bag.
the reloop.
The reloop. It's great. The one problem with it is that the outputs are, and this is why I think it's kind of a
Quarter
toy.
inch.
No, they're RCA, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they don't even have 1/4 inch. So the problem with this was, and I did get verification from a couple people that this is the case. If you wear black like we do a lot, or have black bags, that's usually a sign for you that you might be targeted to be pulled into the immigration line for a secondary screening.
No way.
Because everybody else is coming there. So I had my big travel bag because it was, totally with the clothing, it was like crazy. So I had to wear certain things. They had like the days worked out. Had my travel bag and my backpack. They're like, this guy ain't going here for 4 days. There's got to be something up. So they just said, hey, you, secondary screening. And I'm like, damn it. I got basically just called out for just like random.
You were in triple black or you weren't in triple black?
I was. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So they bring me over there. They pull this out. They're like, are you doing a gig here? I go, no, this is just for me to practice. I've been using it on the plane. Just came back from Peru, was on the plane with it. Said, yeah, this is just for me to practice. We don't allow it here. That's illegal. You're going to have to pay a tax.
This just happened.
Just happened. 19%. They're like, how much does that cost you? And I'm like, honestly, it's so old. It's a couple years ago. Looked it up. They looked it up. It was $300 or $400.
How long did this
Damn.
take? They're
Yo,
literally
they-
like Googling it?
Googling it. And I go,
This is crazy.
wait a minute. I go, where's the sign that says that this is illegal for me to bring in? I don't see any signs. Like, you just have to know, sir. You have to know. I'm like, there was no paperwork. Nothing said that I had to declare, because they said I had to declare that. That was the thing. They're like, you have to declare that. I'm like, I never read anything. You're like, you're supposed to know it, And so I said, well, I'm not paying it. and so then I got pissed off. I usually don't get pissed off about it, but I was
It
so
doesn't
ticked
sound
off.
like something you would get pissed off about.
But I was just like random. Like, there was nothing I missed. They're making this up, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
they're
know
trying
what
to
I mean?
extort you.
extortion.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the guy comes over, their main guy. Oh no. So anyways, he goes, will you sign this paperwork? And I go, I'm going to sign it, but I'm going to put that I'm being forced to sign. So in parentheses, I sign my name. I put in parentheses, forced to sign. That brings over supervisor guy. And he goes, hey, listen, I need you to sign the paperwork. And I need you to pay the tax, which ended up being like $80. It wasn't like crazy, but it was the principle of it that pissed me off. Right. So I go, yo, like, there's nothing on this. How am I supposed to know this law that's on there? There wasn't anything on paperwork, nothing when I got off the plane. They're like, well, just like, we don't have everything posted about everything. You just supposed to know. He's like, and by the way, it's illegal. And if you don't pay the tax, you're going to pay a fine, which is even more. And I said, well, I'll sign it and I'll pay it, but I'm definitely putting that I'm forced to sign. So they brought the paperwork out again. I put forced to sign again, signed my name, but this time I'd paid it. They're like, sir, one more time, if you don't sign that paperwork, you're going to have a fine. And I'm like, well, I don't really want to go to Mexico jail, so I will sign it and not put forced to sign on it. So I paid the $80, got it through.
How long did this whole process
I was like
take?
about 45 minutes because I was so livid that like I was going on very little sleep as it was. And then to have that happen, I'm just like, dude, I'm not even performing. I'm paying $80 for this thing that's literally a practice tool.
Right.
You know, like if I'm playing, it's a different story. But like this was me just
told you
practicing.
they get you in Mexico, dude.
Yeah.
What's up
It's crazy.
with
It's crazy.
They just don't want us down there like taking their jobs, I think.
It's crazy. I've never
in the
Mexico's happened to me twice before. Not with
I told
gear.
the story on the previous episode. They
Right.
got me. They got your boy.
So that leads to the gear segment.
The gear's here. The gear is here.
Which is
You don't need to.
this little box here. This is a kind of a direct box, so to speak.
Yeah.
But why I like it is it's got 1/4 inch and RCA, perfect for this kind of a controller.
Right.
And I'll tell you where this came in handy. I was in Peru. We're on a 3-hour train ride, right?
Okay.
They're like, listen, do you have a 1/4 inch going into, we can plug you into the train. You can play on the train.
Like a Spotify list or that?
No, play this because I got RCA.
Yeah.
So I go RCA in.
To this, right?
They had a 1/4 inch cable that plugged into the back
To
of
the
that.
center of the,
Right.
the XLR jack, right?
And then I was in the train system and I played a little bit on the train.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Most
cool.
direct boxes are just XLR out. They don't have the 1/4 out.
Say that again now.
So to go to the actual, these are all inputs, right?
Yeah, right.
But this is the output.
I got you, right.
1/4 inch output.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
1/4 inch.
So you got all three.
All three.
You got an RCA out. Yeah.
So
that's
no
nice.
matter whatever.
You had this in your bag.
Yeah, that I had in my bag. This was just in case I didn't know what kind of connections I'd be running into.
Right.
And
Wow, this is
premium
nice.
direct box.
WizWin DA.
So what do you think that goes for? Any thoughts? You can get it on Amazon, by the way.
I think it's about $75.
Okay, let me give you the exact price here. This is going to be $64.
Okay.
Anyway, I just think it's a good thing to
Great
have,
thing to
regardless if you're a travel person or not. Not bad idea to have with you just as a
Yep.
backup in your emergency kit.
I need that in my bag.
Yeah. So it's made by
WizWin DA.
Anyway,
Dope. Nice find, Brian B.
good little win.
No. Can you imagine like this dude's house? Like it's just stock. It's just stacked with boxes. Or every day he gets home.
Amazon, it's just Amazon boxes.
The
everywhere.
Amazon guy knows him by name. What's up, Brian? He loves you. And your wife's just sitting there shaking her head like
Yeah.
another fucking gadget.
Yeah, she's like, what'd you get today?
Inspector Gadget.
Let's hit the question.
Okay, let's do it. How do you accurately calculate your cost of goods sold for an event? How do you factor in gear, wear, and tear?
You love finance questions.
I was literally getting ready to be like, I just don't even want to. I just curl up in a ball and die when I see these finance questions. Do you go this granular?
No, not
Okay.
that. Well, okay, for the first part, yes. So cost of goods sold, that's an easy one for me to, because that's how I read my P&Ls. We
Sure.
designed it together with
Yeah, we did too.
with
But
a lady, but
what's included in COGS? for you?
everything but the hard labor. And the labor being the headliner typically.
Okay.
So if there's a W-2,
Let's just give me
let's just
give me
say,
$1,000 gig.
okay, so let's just say it would be every cost except what you're getting paid.
Okay.
So in the COGS would be his pay.
Yep,
If you have
assistant.
Saquon,
Mm-hmm.
or if you have somebody that you're bringing to run Sparks or
Mhm.
anything,
Mhm.
it would be travel. It would
Mhm.
be if you had to buy a meal while you're out at the gig. If your gas,
Mm-hmm.
anything associated with that specific event is
Mhm.
considered a COG
COGS, right.
outside of the main labor. That's how we've defined it. I'm sure there's other people who define it
And
differently.
then what's the headliners? Contract labor?
it's considered contract labor. Yeah.
Right.
And that's mainly just the headliner. Now, the wear and tear, that's the part where I don't get granular with
Yeah,
it.
right.
Like
Me neither.
that would be
I do it the
hard
same way
to-
you do as well.
Yeah. So the wear and tear for us comes off of like it depends. My accountant would probably have to tell you, but like if it's like a Bunn booth, he'd say like, let's take it over the next couple of years and write it off over years instead of a one-time write-off. It's like every year it depreciates.
Yep.
I'm not smart enough to tell you how they even figure out that is.
Me neither.
But that's how we do it. I can't remember the last purchase where we wrote the whole thing off in one fell swoop. When it comes to gear on wear and tear, it's done over a period of time. So if you have a vehicle or any of that stuff, for us, it's just annualized over a period of years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. We do the COGS the same way, contract labor the same way. We do not get into the gear wear and tear. If I get questions from my accountant about stuff like that, I can, give them a little bit of an indicator of how long I've had it or how long I think it's going to last. But that's more of an accounting question. The
one wear and tear section where it would go into COGS for us is we do have like a budget for equipment repairs. It's not much. I mean, I probably spend $1,000 on repairs a year on something.
If that. Same.
So they will say that would be considered wear and tear. So you can build it into your package price and just make sure you're covering your budget or whatever. Right. But that would be the only.
Right. It could be $5 a show or $10 a show. Just make it something arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Yeah. If I look back at that line, equipment repairs every year, I bet it's $500 to $1,000.
Right.
If that.
Yeah. Right. Things are so cheap almost to an extent where you can almost like. And I don't play that crazy with, the speakers I'm not blowing out.
No, right. No, I used to blow speakers like crazy back in the day when there were amplifiers and.
No, what for me was when our crew had my gear.
Oh, right.
And my repair budget line item was massive.
Oh, yeah.
I was like $5,000 every year. And I'm like, it was crazy. When I gave them the gear, sold it, magically that number went way down.
People will take real good care of their own shit. Dude,
microphones.
Back in the day, people were blowing subs on those big 18s that I used to carry out to frat parties.
Yeah.
I had those amp racks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just cooking those things, just locked up. They didn't even move in and out anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you just square waved this thing into hell.
And I'm like, how is this possible? Like,
or the drawers that used to come out on those CD players that you used to mix on. They, somebody would mess it up and bring it back to the warehouse and not tell you. And I'm like, dude, this is. And then, as like you said, as soon as they bought the gear from me, or either I bought them a system and they had to pay it off, it magically ran for years to come.
The only other thing I'd say about this is that I don't think you got to go so granular with every piece. Like, you don't need to do wear and tear on cables.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like,
on RCA cables or XLRs, like that's over the top, in my opinion.
By the way, that was from DJ Nathan
Cabot
or Cabot?
From Instagram.
On Instagram. So
thank you.
Thanks for the questions. As always, if you do have a question for Beyond the DJ Booth podcast, there are several ways you can send it. You can send it on our website, beyondthedjbooth.com. You can send it through our Instagram. By the way, we haven't really shouted out that we have our own Instagram page now, Beyond the DJ Booth, on Instagram. So you can send us a message there. And then basically, Brian just keeps a running list. And then when we batch record these, we, kind of sort through them and see how we can use them. So thank you for the questions. We always like to have that kind of to close the show.
Yeah. And thank you, DJ Event Planner, for sponsoring us. If you're looking for a CRM, that is the one.
Yeah.
So Thanks, guys. See you guys in the next one.
See you next week.